Hey guys, so I just finished watching the series Tiger King on Netflix. It's really great. You should check it out. It's a show about just horrible people and hubris and, the problems of just trying to make money instead of worrying about tigers. And it's weird timing because we've actually, I don't know if you've seen in the news, there's been a massive outbreak of tiger attacks and tigers getting loose. It started in China. And the government in China at first was like, "Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. There aren't that many tigers." But then it was like this new breed of tiger that we'd never seen before, and they just multiply quickly. They're like really stealthy hunters, and so the next thing you know, there's this massive outbreak of tigers in China, and the tigers have just gotten everywhere. They even got into South Korea too. There was this weird church where this cult lady brought like a bunch of tigers to church with her, and then the tigers followed like everybody home. And so in Asia, you've seen countries going under quarantine just to keep tigers from being able to eat anybody, so they kind of starve out after a while. And that's kind of a heavy-handed approach to dealing with it, but honestly, it's not like we have a tiger vaccine right now, so that's the only effective way to deal with the tiger outbreak. In the UK, Boris Johnson was just like, well, we're gonna let, 60 to 70% of people get attacked by a tiger and just build a natural herd immunity to tiger attacks. But that was a stupid idea and that didn't work. So now there's massive outbreaks of tigers in Italy and Spain, in America too. And in America, Donald Trump at first was saying the tigers, they're small, they're cute, they're cuddly, they're good for the economy. It's not a big deal. It's just a Democrat hoax to try and make me look bad and fuck up my reelection. But then guess what? Now America has more tigers than any other country in the world, and people are being just foolish. Like, Americans were like, well, I'm not gonna buy Tiger Bomb. I'm not gonna buy Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. And like, that doesn't matter. This is a whole other tiger that we're talking about. And, people were on the news, like all these students going on spring break to Florida, being like, I don't care about the tigers, spring break, bro. And then guess what? A bunch of those students, tigers followed them home and have been attacking them. And like, these tigers, you can get stalked by a tiger for up to 2 weeks without even noticing it. And maybe you won't get attacked by the tiger, but if you go and visit your grandma, like, the tiger might fucking kill your grandma, because that's what they do. They go after, the weak and the vulnerable. And so the only thing that you can really do is just stay home and isolate yourself, because if you go to a party and you've got a tiger following you, next thing you know, these tigers, they coordinate. You could end up with like 5 other tigers following people home. If there are 20 people at that party, you could end up with 20 different tigers all following you home. And like, I know people are like, well, more people die from the flu than from tiger attacks. Like, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. And I'm freaking out too, because like, I'm allergic to cats and I've had some allergies and I've seen some weird fur around, and I tried to get checked out to see if I'm being followed by a tiger, and they're so overwhelmed at the hospitals that they can't even test me for being followed by a tiger, because they're busy dealing with actual tiger attacks. And so if you think you're being followed by a tiger and you think maybe there's a tiger in your home, the best thing you can do is just stay put. Don't talk to anyone. Don't go outside. Just get delivery. Wait for 2 weeks and just try and keep your body as healthy as possible. Exercise, do a lot of push-ups, like craft a spear out of whatever you've got. And then after 2 weeks, the tiger, it should be weak enough that you can go and you can defeat it yourself. And if you know anyone who's old and can't kill a tiger by themselves, then just don't go near them. Don't expose them to tigers. Tiger King on Netflix. Three stars out of 5.